In this episode of Gamer Report, Gearbox is releasing new content for one of their games, but will it be enough for you to come back for more? Minecraft will be coming out with a new subscription service, and no, you will not be getting new map packs. The former VP of GameStop did some bad things. Find out what he did and more coming up. Good day, Paleotubians, and welcome back to another episode of Gamer Report, your laid-back lowdown of pink tissue paper. Alright, let's get one thing straight. Pink is not my favorite color. I mean, the reason I have this is because I was wrapping a Valentine's gift for my girlfriend, Kayla. So, don't think that I sleep with this at night or anything. Tissue. Now, before we move on, there's a relatively big change that's going to be happening to this segment. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm a radio, television, film major. And for my school, I am required to do an internship before I graduate, which is perfectly fine because I definitely believe that an internship can get you a job after you're done with school. Anyway, so I plan to graduate this fall, which is pretty soon, and that really means that I have to do an internship this summer. Well, I have a lot of work that I need to do to try to make that happen. So resumes, cover letters, networking, which is a really important thing, and I really haven't had the time to do that, which means I need to make time. So what I'm trying to say is that given my current workload and with Game Report as it is my most time-intensive segment to make, at least for the time being, I'm going to be changing the frequency of Gamer Report from every week to every other week. I know it's lame, but right now I think it is what has to happen. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know, but enough of that, let's move on to the gaming news. So Borderlands 2, in my opinion, was a great game. You had fleshed out characters, enjoyable gameplay, and fun multiplayer. Well, once it finally worked. Anyway, since its release last September, Borderlands 2 has put out 3 pieces of DLC. Captain Scarlet and her Pirate's Booty, Captain Torgue's Campaign of Carnage, Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt, and it even looks like new material is on its way. The new content will add another playable Vault Hunter that seems to use sheer physical force to destroy his enemies. Perhaps even more exciting is the level cap increase. Now, to what level the increase will go to, I can't say, but more detailed info will be revealed during PAX East on March 24th. Well, as long as you're able to bring me specimens for my tests, then I could care less what happens. By the way, don't forget those specimens. So, how many of you are thinking about getting the new DLC? Let me know in the comments below. In other news, developer Mojang has announced that a subscription service is coming to Minecraft, and it is dubbed Minecraft Realms. I used to be subscribed to Pandora Medical Journal. Yeah, it used to be a monthly thing. But anyway, then all of a sudden, I realized something. The journal always talks about saving people. I don't care about saving people. Wait. Nope, no I don't. Anyway, the service will provide subscribers with a piece of the Minecraft world, where friends can join free of charge. Obviously, they must own the game. Now, this sounds a lot like renting a server, but to be more specific, this service is aimed at parents that are tired of setting up servers. I didn't even know parents set up servers. Anyway, Minecraft Realms seems to be a more consumer-friendly way to rent servers that provide safe, family-friendly environments for kids to play online in. The subscription plan is currently $10 to $15 per month, and as of now is in private alpha. I don't know what kind of parents you guys have, but let me tell you that my parents would never have paid for any online video game service for me. They probably would have just said, go outside and get some sun. I guess some good old-fashioned parenting. Now, here's an interesting question. How many of you have had your parents or guardians pay for an online video game subscription, say like WoW or EVE, for you? I'm curious. So it is believed that Microsoft will be showing the Xbox 720 sometime next month, which is good since I'm ready to see it. Well, given the high amount of consumer interest around the console, apparently fake sign-up pages for testing the 720 have popped up, and according to Microsoft, all of them are fake. Have you ever met a fake patient? The kind of patient that walks into your clinic but really doesn't exist. Yeah, talk about weird experiences. According to Xbox Live's director of programming Larry Herb, all of the pages are scams, and you should not give any of them your information. Now, I'm sure that most of you wouldn't give out your personal information out so easily. But I bet that some of you are just so anxious just to even see the Xbox 720 that your ability to think practically has been compromised. So, I'm looking out for you guys. Dawn you emotions! I don't even know what the word practical means anymore. Before every surgery, I walk around my clinic 3 times. 3 times. Why? You tell me. Due to the Wii U's lack of success, you're probably thinking that Nintendo's situation couldn't get much worse. Well, to be honest, that's just not the case. Turns out that the technology used in the 3DS, specifically the 3D glasses-free patent, wasn't originally submitted by Nintendo. At least that was the decision of a New York federal jury. So, the jury that I just mentioned came to the conclusion that the 3D glasses-free patent was originally owned by a former employee of Sony, and that Nintendo infringed on the patent by using the tech without giving credit, or more importantly, the money to where it was due. Oh man, that's bad news. Well, I do remember this one time when I stole a surgery knife from one of my buddies in medical school. And by medical school, I mean the town outhouse. In terms of settlement, Nintendo now owes $30.2 million in damages to the plaintiff, Seijiro Tomita, who sued the company in 2011 after saying he had discussed the technology with Nintendo in 2003. Overall, this isn't a huge hit for Nintendo, but nonetheless yet another nuisance in addition to lackluster sales that the company has to deal with. Speaking of money, GameStop's former vice president Frank Christopher Oliveira has gotten into a bit of trouble. Actually, he's gotten into a lot of trouble. A US district judge sentenced Oliveira to 51 months in federal prison. For what? Well, for stealing $1.7 million from GameStop over the course of 2 years. Now, Oliveira accomplished this by submitting fraudulent invoices to a company named Cloud Communications LLC. He even had a fake contact for the company and everything. Well that sounds like a pretty legitimate company name. You know, if I was to create a huge business empire, I would have a real professional name for it, like Dr. Zed's Huge Business Empire. Yeah, that's good. You know, it seems to me that some of the big gaming, companies like EA or GameStop really need to work on their public image because their market, the gamers, it seems like they're ranting and raving about these companies more and more every day. So, alright, public relations department, you guys got a lot of ground to make up. Alright everyone, well that wraps up this episode of Gamer Report. If you enjoyed this episode, or if you would support Dr. Zed's Huge Business Empire company, then please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe for more content. And until next time, this is funnyeehn, signing out. I got it, my perfect business. My company will specialize in providing skags as specimens for testing. Well, there are a couple potential problems with that. First of all, that sounds like a very narrow market, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to get enough business. And secondly, didn't you say that your parents were skags? So I don't know about you, but it seems kind of cruel to sell skags for testing. That could be pretty cruel, you know? Well, Weston, let me address your concerns by saying, I'm Dr. Zed. What? That doesn't mean anything. It's alright. Someday, you'll understand.